Okay, today we're focusing on what we call the 14251 movement. It's used in a lot of gospel turnarounds, a lot of devotional music or congregational songs, whatever you want to call it. You know, songs like I'm a soldier in the army of the Lord, What's the matter with Jesus, He's all right. They all have the same movement. If you get this down in all your keys, you will have probably 75% of black church praise music. Not so much the worship tone, but the praise element you'll have. All right, again in the key of C major. And there are many approaches you can take. I'm just going to give you one, a very simple approach. Okay. Now this is actually an inversion of a C dominant 7. Okay. E on the bottom, G in the middle, B flat, C on top. Okay. Next we go to a B flat major, F, B flat, D on top. The next chord, all we do is drop the thumb down. Okay. Then we go here. E flat, A in the middle, and C on top. Okay? From the beginning. Moving on, we just shift up here. F sharp, C, and D sharp. Slide everything down a half step. F, B, and D. And then we're back on 1. Those last 3 together. Okay. All right, from the beginning. All right. Now where the 14251 comes in, when we give notes numbers, it's based on the major scale of that key. So if we're in the key of C, that's the major scale, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, right, ti, do. The first key is the 1, it's the position of that note in the scale. So forth and so on. The D is the 2. G is the 5. F4. B is the 7. Okay? Very simple. Wherever that note falls, that's the number it is. Okay? Within the major scale. So 1, 4, 2, 5, G, back to 1. Let's try it again. 1, C major. 4 is F. 2 is D. G is 5. Back home, okay? So we would just apply the chords accordingly, all right? But as I told you, this part here is like a transition. So we're going to add that before we get to the 4 to fill in the space, all right? So we're on 1. 2, with that B flat chord, where we drop the thumb down, you play G in the bass and C. Now we get to that 4. Now the 2. Now the 5. Back to 1. Okay? Let's try it in a little bit of tempo. Okay? Now, once we get that covered, you have the 1, 4, okay, transition chords. 1, transition G to 1 to your 4 now. Now 2, 5, 1. Once we get that covered, we connect the dots in the bass with a running bass line, okay? So starting on 1. So it's C, E, F, F sharp, G, A, B flat, B, and C. Basically all the notes except the A flat. Now we play it all the way through one time. On the second time, when we get to G, transition, G, C. Never go to the 4, which was F. Let's try it again from the beginning. Second go round, transition to the 4, walk it up. So that walk up from the 4 is F, D, D sharp, E, F. F, D, D sharp, E, and F. And then we just reverse it. Now all that's left is 2, 5, and 1. I mean, it sounds real heavy, but it's very simple. And once you get it, like I said, you have 75 to 80% of your devotional songs. Let's try just the bass hand from the beginning. Second go round. Transition here to your 4. Walk it up. Reverse it. 2, 5, 1. Okay, let's try to apply the chords to it. Transition to the 4. Walk it down. 2, 5, 1. Okay. Let's try it one more time. Transition. 4. Walk it down. 2, 5, 1. All right, of course, in a regular church setting, it's going to be a lot faster than that. So let me try to give you a live example.